Girl, I was not here. I was not talking about what happened in Bailet. Ana ma kalam da fa aja asal kalamaja asal fi Bailet ukal katalu yalta Bailet because I was busy. Ana kan busy. Fi mushakala tawdut. Fita Junub Sudan. De kedep. Ita ana ma sha bita fudut. Ana sha bolany. Ana sha gad fita je fudut. Ana ma sha bita ina ga zol fita nyanya cholton. Nyanya cholton. I did not see you there. Junubin ma sha bita fudut nak. We saw Dr. Fall nang. Shagal maolany. Anana ma sha bita. Kedep saga. Lie. Ana kan busy. No, you was busy making phone call to attack Nuer. But you fail, lana shilu gala nana ma bukuj fi shakala de. Salva Kiir gala nana ma bukuj fi shakala de. Shakala da bagar. That's why you fell. You was busy making phone call. You was busy making phone call to attack Nuer. And you mobilize fi ngong lale yak. Ya min ba denga bata rang denga mulut. Ya lama kulu 4 county. Lama fu malwai to attack Nuer. Ashan tajam Nuer. Lakin when you look back, it is sharp mavizol. Lani the guy for Mishagal by Isumutai and Chilkawi. Abalek. The guy the pretty chocolate, but Mishkala, Isumata Salvakir, in the name of Salvakir. But when you look back, Salvakir Mafi, Olan Mafi, Abalek Mafi, that's why you did not awage attack on Nuer. Lani to my book, there's Nuer Brak. It is all Japan, coward. You running your mouth. A calm down, but you cannot attack Nuer. Mugata but Olanga Batala Dinek, Batala Manek, Mugata but a Nasser Browder, Batala Manek, Baramin Gawang, Baramin Gajak. So I get the Kula Molubas, I shall Sharbagudola. And that's what you does best. Come to the select beggar Ragabil Tane, the Chilla Rad Tagabil Tane, Ujunu Bijikulu, Ishakalube Ishakalunwer, without question. But this time around, thing gone west. I just think and thing don't look the same like before, where you set people up to the government. So Chulton sharp what I get be mobilization do kulu fi ngong la liya na ru bai le dare sharp wala mafi Dr. Fall nang mafi Salva Kiir mafi Dr. Rugu mafi social media, then motherfucker did not do anything. You went crying to your bed. Guys, you know, it's a good, you know, Ibn al Club. Lantama, you no longer, Loita got a column there, you no longer, Zol Wagif Gadam Jinubin. You no longer Zol Wagif Gadam Jin. When you talk like this, you talk as a Dinka, Mangwali Yak, Pibailet, Itama was a refer. You said Anamajit with Anama Kalam there. I did not talk about this because I was busy, which was a lie. You were not busy, you was crying like a baby. Tekan got to cross the mara. Tama busy. Those who killed Denga in Ngongolaliyak, according to your argument, Nazal Kettle Ngongolaliyak, the Ma Michela Ngongolaliyak. Michela de Bada in 1983. Damn. Why motherfucker have to take us back always? 1991, the Kalamatakum. 1983 now, the Kalamatakum. Always, the Mushakala, you have to take us back. Motherfucker have to take us back. Why do you say in? Talado Tamanin. Labors. Lay always, motherfucker, have to take us back. Back. Over then, Lonas Kalam da 2013, la, Nuerma Kalam Zede, Makalam da 2013 ita. Kalam da 2013 ita, came to Yoga, the Shilnas, Wara. Nas got the Kalam Kalam 2013, you take us back. You take us back to 1991. What happened in 1991 will never happen again. De Kalam Batakum. Now, such man he give them that they can answer with Talado Tamanin. But let's look into what happened in Talado Tamanin. If we can find something that they have to do with Ngongolaliyak. Let's look into what happened in 1983. If there is anything that they have to do with Ngongolaliyak, except for being Yil, Nuer said Yil. In 1983, Sudanese rebel against Sudan government. Sudanese. It came to be known as Sudan People Liberation Movement Army. Uman meshi mal banaru bill pam. Bill pam was not just a bill pam. Bill pam kadama mal empty. Bill pam already few nas. Few Samuel gaitut, minwer, few akwana atem, mindanga, u few bolku, bin chilok. Yeah. Bill pam was already set. When this motherfucker came from 1983, but Bill pam was already set. By Samuel gaitut, from Nuer, akwana atem, mindanga, ubolku min chilok. SPLA meche bill pam awol sila SPLA dorob anyanya tu nas bata tare junuf. De SPLM nas bata talado tamanin ma anyanya tu yo gari chakal. Da ma denga bata ngong lalayak. No, da ma denga bata ngong lalayak, da ma denga kosum, da ma daladin da anyanya tu ma SPLM. Nas bata tare Sudan, unas bata tare junuf. Samuel gaitut nerawe wa kwana tem denkawe ubulku shulkawe da nas bata tare junuf ya sajmanita awirita. Dr. John Garang da denkawe William Nyon da nerawe Alfred Akwot da shulkawe da nas bata tare Sudan. Fi disagreement asal benum uman chakal. I don't see ngong laliyak wajay do chun bejim ngong laliyak ne. Shakala bata group ma group. Naza dairin tarir junuf, unaza dairin tarir Sudan. The mama kila ta gabila ma gabila ya waskanita. The agreement between two groups. How to go about fighting war against Sudan government. You fail. Before you blame them, you fell short to blame yourself. Or to find out the truth. That's between SPLA, Sudan People Liberation Movement Army, and Anyanya too. Self-determination. Finwer Katalu Finuzini. Nuer Banado. God Kir, that the Nuer in the border. Some of them from Abay, some of them from Junub Sudan. Kataluman on the side of South Sudan, and Kataluman on the side of Sudan. Kataluman on the side of Sudan, and Kataluman on the side of Abay Kaman. Dumunu Kataluman. The Danga, the Ma Sudanese, the Danga yo Kataluman. For some reason, the Danga yo mal target Loman. The why? Shekala de Mijilad in 1984, Nuer Boktoluba's genocide was committed. Fijo Kajak. Yal Katalo, Zwan Katalo, Bagar Batama Kalo, Mafia Kalau fi Ududinap, Arago Buyudum. In response, Nuer Jara, Mashile Hukuma da Sudan, Gallo Hukuma da Sudan, Nazal Shal Sulada Galuman Mashi Shakal Makum, Kalam Tarir Sudan or Tarir Kosum, bigger Boktul fi Moton Tagabila, targeting Gabila, but Nuer. So they didn't defile enough. Taban Hukuma da Sudan yo Hukuma da Naskulu. Hukuma da Sudan yo Hukuma da Nuer Zaro. There's a responsibility of the Hukuma da Sudan to protect Nuer. Hukuma da Sudan Galara Gari Shakal Manada command. Mind Yal. Loyal Bataga are willing to defend themselves. Kaya Nuer, Piduta Danga Maes Fiele, I will give you guns. And they came up with something called Brigade. Self-defense movement. They should be called self-defense movement. But they call them Brigade. This is how Brigade came about. That self-defense movement. Because SPLA Madrab, I will slap at SPLA Darabu, I will tell Galana Said got a kalam Dankawe, so anonymous kalam kalam they based on tribes. I will tell Gaba that Danka Madarabu Ukuma Sudan, Darabu Nuer, people at Nuer. I will bullet with a Danga, Darabu Nuer, people at Nuer, Mabeleta Danga Mindu Dut Mahabai, the Beleta Nuer. Akalu Beleta Nuer, Namunus one Matau, Amalu Ref, Amalu Ajad Gatir, Farada. Nuer majilo hukuma batao, hukuma da Sudan. Gale hukuma batai. The people you call rebel, now they're targeting me. They're not targeting Mudun al-Kubar. They're not targeting Jakau. They're not targeting Nasser. They're not targeting Mulalgao al-Fiu Jejbida hukuma. They're targeting Lakat, Mal al-Fiu Bagar. What can I do? Ana there, Imaya. Hukuma da Sudan gala, I'm dealing with this motherfucker. My day yal. Lakin loyal batak jazin. I will arm them. Then, Anyanya 2 brigade was formed. Kai self-defense. I don't see ye ngong lali again, motherfucker. Check out about SPLA. Utum meji amal target. SPLA ma brigade, you target civilian danwer. Nenjiv 1991. 1991. Der yang machar, Nwerawi, Lamakol, Shulkawi, Arong ton denkawi, Karabina kwine denkawi, and too many denka. They call themselves to Nasser faction. Then John Garang Fadal, Mafagana Mum Chulkawi, John Garang denkawi, Uya dengajak Chulkawi, El Garamala Meliadel, John Kong Nwerawi, Fadal Vrijawat. Then became a conflict between two rebels. Rebel, Nasser faction, Utorit faction. Who turned this shit into a tribal line? The Danka. The Danka. And when did you turn into tribal line? Nas Shakal, Nuer Katalu, Danka Katalu, Chulu Katalu, from both sides. In 2013, Kalam de Bogolo jan Sajman in the Mong Lali Yagda jan Tasma quest, not my bleeding. Shuf Bellede Banari Junub Dade, the Shuf, Mong Albashil Mong Lali Yagda, Fialanil, Albashil Fiara the Tanade, Narutunga the Kalam Glada, we will see this year, a Lutunga the Kalam Vishunu. Tunga the Kalam Vishunu Glada bin Zede, Utunga Sidin Chunu. I don't know what you was another. No, you long lali yag de fizol be shilu be jotara e shilu fu maltane long lali yag de magat fi alenil. 2013 it was a nyadengrang from Bor, widow of late John Grang, Paganamum from Chiluk, Majanga got from Denga. It was a disagreement between SPLM, political party, how to move the country forward. Lana kalamuman kan gal yam dade gal anona Sudanese Musamaru Junubin, and we're not getting service. Now woman ganin fukuma min 2005. What are they doing? They did not build anything, but looting the country. They're looting the country. Women select dollar. Shabada Junubel Shakalube, Shabada Sudan de, Ukuma da Sudan de, Woman garden be ma wagin, Buduna kill Buduna Yaya. Ma wagin lab fishara, got a legged for Kuja. Jajal Banari Jaj with a Junub Sudan got a legged for Tapnar. Got Shakal Manas the Korwako Bakalam Samak. Wal, Siazindel, Shalialu for London, Shalialu for Nairobi, Shalialu for Wende. On the account of South Sudan. So, man, Aramin Shakal, Kalam Guruch, Fijuba, Aramin Shakal, bravo, SPLA. Then Denga went to target Nuer. Window of opportunity. Denga went to target Nuer. The bill of Nuer, but all I get to Fijuba, Cataluzere. Why are you targeting Nuer? Unazal Gadamal Kalambata, Loding love, then a dangram. That's Galfi vision that Rajil Betao Salbakir Karabu. That then Gabor Bogol Gal foolish majority cannot lead us. They refer to Bargazal leadership as the foolish majority leadership. So la the machine Ukuma de Erjao Fibur Lana Denga Bargazal Woman Garden Fukumanabal, Shop Marisa, Nick Banat, Mafia, the Taruman Mashagal, the Makalamata, the Kalamda Dangram, Madanga Bor, the Manuel Ogal Kalamde, the Machulugal Kalamde, the Danga Bra Ogal Kalamde. Das denga bargazal gad hukum fi juba dare fi kursi. De refal la kursi da de kursi bita John Garang. De ma bita Salva Kiir. Ma bita Junub Sudan de bita John Garang. Das bichel bita John Garang. Alkan belim Sudanis kullu. Ujunub bikun dola bita amarat. Dola bita akil. Dola bita moya kwez. Dola Africa baji kullu looking for job. Dola de galabu de murata bagar. Bargazal galabu de murata bagar. Murata shiramit. ناس قاعد يشرب مريضة كل ما يوم ناس قاعد يشرب كل ما يوم ناس قاعد يشرب كل ما يوم أقوى ويل ضربوا منو ضربوا شنو كلام بس ملوا وانا عمل إنقلاب أقول كور عمل إنقلاب زول بنادو منو بول مال بول أيكيك مسكين ضربوا كمان داير يشيلوا بسجن قالوا عمل إنقلاب ناس بيجا سكرانين بس ناس قاعد يكلم ذننا ناس سكرانين بس بمريضة ومن ما شغالين يا جبار غزال so they are bored guys these people are foolish majority we should take this leadership from them. De kalamda de ngabur ma kalamda nwer de ma kalamda de kalamda de ngabur kalamda nya de ngrang kalamda me bir ngrang kalamda kol manyang kalamda mukhailwet kalamda bur kulu that denga bargazal become drunk and foul all you doing that is having a sex kul mayam dol ga de nik salar nuzwan arba nuzwan benigu be jana sagar that juba da ore amara da ga fi juba da bata abaj daga kin alga fi juba da bata abaj moyal gari shorob fi juba da bata somali ma fi aje kade ata je wanda da muktub za da bata dola tane tayara zaro acha nenzil fi junub sudan our air controlled by sudan zaro sudan da yodo musula da air bata acha tayara yogo fi junub sudan ila sudan yogo gol tayar bagum meten lakin del bargaza la sagrani ba jojuba uman mana da kwani wol nal munu ba sala ba joyela to dorobu munu akwani wol dorobu munu bolmel dorobu munu sagrani ba sagranin de ma kalam dai de kalam da nya dengaran de kalam da kol menyang de kalam da denga burkulu dal fulin me jore karab dole udum kala na del then you went to nowhere you target nowhere te katalu nowhere to make the matter worse, Rais Batagum ta Bargazal, Lebis Kaki Bata Junub Sudan. What happened in 1991 will never happen again. Yaila, Salva Kiir may it. Imudang Bay. This year, they are making Lazaro Dangabur, which is Mungal to foolish majority. This year, Utumagari Shakal Mutab to Mahramin. Utum Sura Guru Vidal, Utum Shalial Vidal, Maltan, Dola Karafia Vidal, Utum Bigger Bishakal. They shouldn't be Jib Gavila forward. So Salva Kiir got a good Kalam 1991 day, Ashandangabur again Mao. Ashandangabur again Mao, Lana Dangabur, Nadangarang Bishil Kurside, Nadangarang Bishil Kurside, Dangabur Bishil Kurside. So, I did it was a gift. That's what happened in 1991 will never happen again. In Shandangabur, good our liar, Salva Kiir will protect us. Tamam ya Sultan. Aja kan bata siya lo tumgala buta gabele. Then 2016, it was South Sudan People Defense Force, ma SPLIO, the ma gabele, chakal fi Juba. Chakal da jaywan, dog fight, animal fight, drunk fight, chunur fight, chakal batagum, the ma chakal batay. Da kan chakal bata SPLIO na salam al salam. The man really amal salam. The man denga amal salam. Man fi gabila amal salam. There's SPLIO. SPLIO ni mirinen betao. De le tuga. Muru mudo. The man werawe. SPLIO wall beta malakal. De shiluk. Agbalek. The man werawe. So now the man shikala beta nwer madenga. They shikala beta SPLIO ma South Sudan People Defense Force. Umun shakal bijay wana naare. The manuer. But untum tena ida gal nwer tum shakal manuer. Then 2025. Utum jab jej betagum for 8 years. Jej betagum, jej betadanga, jej betachulton. Jej dani te yo zirrifa ya sajman. Te yo zirrifa. Ma bizultan te mara hizo bulumu de ita yo zirrifa. Ite jab jej fi Nasser budun meyi. Budun akil. No ration. No salary. You deploy them in Nasser. wal chulton sere gruj bra dola yala gad fi dola tani wal motherfucker chulton chal gruj bra dola yal bita gad fi dola tani. You deploy so Sudan people defend force fi Nazar without ration, without salary. Jay de bigger jahan fi Nazar. Woman bigger banyaka majata motan. They're fighting with civilians fi Korwako. Which one about Korwako that when? I know where Korwako is. Woman bigger bishakal bagala jata nas. Oman gamzaro mujurga min nyakama bata jata motan da bigger banuma nuzwan baguo nuzwan branwer. Beguo. Refoda maluka tir nas bata UN jabu nas nyanas yongle. Jabu man awarap katalu awarak katabu. Chulton, what have you done? It was a refer. It amal the Junuf Kalamde. That's just betak. You deploy them for Nasser. They amal deploy for Junuf Sudan Kulu Budun Meye Budun Akel. You deploying military with a Junuf. But I danga can go with a danga. The man of Junuf Lala Kawaja Gal Mafi J for Junuf. You and Gal Mafi J for Junuf. They do the militia Kulu. The militia Kulu. So let's say you deploy your military. Mongoliak Defense Force. Fi malad kutar fi junub budun salary budun akal oman gadin fi barazal zol bichil abil baktul nafso algawi baktak kashaf to turn them into charcoal ashan algalo guruch ta sujara ma wagin aljay fi bil fam kullu oman yo gad lagat fi kuja fi malad han oman gadamut budun musayfa budun ayaja wali te chulton ma mara batao family batao kullu tum garden mursain to group ta jinu sudan chulton mind talga bi jisum tak na do lande no lo o lande lo serak dola indo talga bi jisum taw defend those people sal bakir lo serak dola indo talga bi jisum taw lakin ita bulya gade gonja baton no kabir bana chulton ne mind talga bi jisum tak ita shal family batak fu dola tani te bawo marat te bawo buyut ujeju da junubi ta amal deployment in Nasser budunakil mushakala salena nuer bata Nasser complaining kulmayom Nasser gadi shakala nana fi gwenya gadi shakala nana fi korwako bigo bunum nuswan bata. These are a very serious allegation. What government could look into ajaz zede utum mamal kalam de utum chal shakala denga chal shakala gala yo ajo kwes tum katal nuer kalam ma UN kalam ma izol. They talk to those who care to listen. In the end ma bizol gala yaja nuer galu ke nafso ajo mun gada amul kulusana self defense but then el bakil nazikori nuer went to self defense that okay lo juba chulton was refer ma bijiba kil da jede ma